We're catching flights and feelings on this edition of Your City in 5. Hello, I'm your host, Ricky Saillas from the El Paso International Airport. We have some important information to share if you're headed to the airport, plus a pet adoption center gets a facelift. What do you say we take flight? You may want to leave a bit earlier if you're catching a flight or picking someone up at the El Paso International Airport. Work crews are repaving Terminal Drive. That's the street off of Airway that leads into the airport. Traffic is limited to one lane during the 6-week project.
We're working to complete this project as soon as possible with the ultimate goal of being completely finished before the holiday peak travel season begins. Workers will be going through and working during the day and throughout the night as well.
Your best bet is to follow all detour signs and again arrive a little earlier to the airport. Construction is underway in the Upper East Side for a building that will house Fire Station 38. City leaders and the fire department recently broke ground on the facility located on Pebble Hills next to the new Police Regional Command Center. It will span more than 9,000 square feet and will respond to emergencies in one of the fastest growing parts of the city.
So by putting a station out here, we're going to reduce the run times. There'll be a fire station located in the neighborhood that can get to the people and serve the people in this community a lot quicker and make sure that they stay safe in their homes.
The facility is costing about $5 million to build. It's funded by the 2019 Public Safety Bond approved by voters. The police department is stepping up efforts to improve motorcycle safety following a rise in rider deaths. So far this year, there have been 11 motorcycle-related fatalities, but officers say there has been an alarming increase from August to September. 6 people have died in motorcycle crashes during that time period. Officers are asking riders to make it home safely by slowing down. Wear protective gear, sharing the road, and be mindful of other drivers. In the next edition of Your City in 5, we take a closer look at the motor unit of the police department. We'll ride alongside motorcycle officers to see how they keep our streets safe and how they themselves keep safe from dangers on the road. Now to some wag-worthy news out of Animal Services. Thanks to the city's Streets and Maintenance Department and donations from the community, the Animal Adoption Center on Socorro Road in the Mission Valley received a facelift. As you can see from these pictures, improvements were desperately needed because the center was in bad shape. The ceiling was caving in, the floor had stained watermarks, and the cooling system needed maintenance.
We wanted to make some improvements to the facility to make sure that it was an inviting space for the public, and now we're ready for the public to come in and adopt the dogs that we have here.
Improvements include a refurbished ceiling, new paint, new doors, resealing of floors, renovated restrooms, and work crews were able to repair the parking lot. The center has new dog kennels and artificial grass has been added in dog play areas. The adoption center is located at 9068 Socorro Road. It's open from noon to 5 every single day. Heavy equipment drivers from the Environmental Services Department are taking their talents to Georgia to compete in the International Swana Rodeo Competition. They won't be steering horses or bucking bulls, though. The group is putting their driving skills to the test against other drivers from around the country. They came out on top in the state of Texas. Now they're looking to be the best of the best. Your City in 5 will be in Dublin, Georgia for the annual competition. Make sure to check out the city's Facebook and Instagram page on October 5th for updates. Team SD, good luck. You got this. Our international airport has so much to offer. There's restaurants, exhibits, and these really cool decorations. But if you love airplanes and you want to see some sky-high demonstrations, then you have to go to the Amigo Air Show. It's back, baby. The action-packed, high-flying Amigo Air Show returns October 12th and 13th at Biggs Army Airfield in Fort Bliss. Expect flight demonstrations, including the aerobatic flight team from the Canadian Forces Snowbirds. Fort Bliss officials are excited for the return of the air show after a 12-year hiatus.
Really an important part as well is getting to interact, for the community to get to interact and engage with soldiers, to get to talk with them, have great conversations, because really we're trying to make Fort Bliss accessible to the greater El Paso area.
The air show is sponsored by the Mountain Star Sports Group. Aside from aircrafts, the two-day event includes displays, music, food, and a bunch of mascots, including our very own city mascots. Tickets are on sale, so visit AmigoAirshow.com for more information. An El Paso favorite comes back to downtown, sponsored by Raiz Credit Union and organized by the Museums and Cultural Affairs Department. Chu the Block returns October 11th through the 13th. There's a chalk competition, large art installations, music, food, and free chalk. You can also get free flu shots from the Department of Public Health. Chu the Block is celebrating 17 years in El Paso. Visit chutheblock.com for more information. And October is the best month to ride the streetcar. That's because there are a bunch of fun activities inside the historic vehicles that will definitely get you going. From ghostly tours to musical performances, it's worth the ride. All events are free. Visit the streetcar on Facebook and Instagram for a list of events. Or if you just want to ride the streetcar, it's free. It goes from downtown, up Stanton, through the Cincinnati UTEP area, down Oregon, past City Hall and the courthouse, of course, and to Segundo Barrio and past the city's museums. You can learn more and even track the streetcar by downloading the Ride Sun Metro app. Our time is up and I have a flight to catch, but I hope you got all the feels on this edition of Your City in 5. For Nigel Sherman, who's behind the camera, I'm Ricky Saillas. Stay safe and please be good to each other. We'll see you next time on Your City in 5.